What up? What up, y'all? What up? What up? Comment. What the fuck?
Yeah, I really just closed it.
Huh? Bro, Hardhead, you know Epic probably fuck, right?
No, not really.
I don't mean in that way. I'm talking about they fucked in the sense that
It's
everybody look at.
probably just because it's like everybody versus Epic.
Nah,
All these people who pretended they was in
or
good graces with Epic is doing everything they can to put them down in the Apple versus Epic thing.
I'm just
And
talking about.
honestly, that's the last company you should be going for to support.
I'm just talking about the fact that, like, bro, Epic brought everybody bullshit into it. They over there leaking Sony shit. They leaking fucking Valve shit. I'm like,
No, I mean those people was bringing themselves into it.
nah. Remember, fucking Valve got subpoenaed due to that shit. Like, Valve was minding their own business. The fuck? Like, Apple subpoenaed them. I'm like, how did Apple get the audacity to like subpoena Valve for shit? What does Valve have to do with the situation in general? Over 14 projects in development with Epic Games Publishing at the moment. Who saw? You want to talk about that already, Hardhead? It's 501. I'm not gonna hold you for intros. Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
the soft shit.
Yeah, whatever
Oh,
that is.
okay. I ain't. It's in general. It's more of a general statement aimed to people who complaining about Returnal being hard. It's not inherently difficult. You're just playing a fucking arcade shooter, and you just haven't played an arcade shooter before. Otherwise, you wouldn't be calling it difficult or hard. That's not like, hold on. That ain't aimed at that is not aimed at everybody. Let me preface my comments. That is not aimed at everybody. If you feel attacked, then if the shoe fit, motherfucker, wear it. I don't care. Some of y'all motherfuckers soft and y'all can't handle a little old arcade shooter that requires you to go do some Metroidvania type shit. Hey, that ain't my problem. Get with it.
Um, my only issue is people trying to say that the game is somehow in a worse situation than Cyberpunk, and it's now a meme to bring up Returnal whenever someone mentions Cyberpunk.
No. Returnal works. Cyberpunk had legitimate issues where the game would fuck up. There's a very distinct difference here. Also, even
It's
if
because of the people complaining about crashes, even though before you start the game, they make it inherently clear if this and that happens, then you already know what situation you're getting into.
even then, it doesn't
Big bold
matter.
red letters. Like the only people I can understand being upset is the people who, like, if you put your PS5 in rest mode, you have to manually disable this option. But if you put it in rest mode, even the game you're playing, if it gets an update, it will close that game and update that game. So there are people that was victim to that.
Same old said hip hop gamer. Hey, listen. I saw a bunch of people on my timeline being soft talking about Returnal hard, this, that, and the third, da, bullshit coming out my mouth. I saw it and said, if you're struggling with Returnal, God bless you, because you wouldn't have made it through any of the other games then by proxy of this shit. I'm just saying. Am I wrong, Hardhead? Like, cause this shit plays like all the rest of the games to me, and I don't mean that in a negative connotation. I'm just saying it plays like an arcade game.
Who didn't play games like Resogun, Fury. Even the people who played Nier Automata didn't really play Nier Automata, so they don't know what they're getting into.
But listen,
Or made me realize how easy the game really is. I don't expect to go in there and get the kind of playthrough some of these niggas getting. But
oh,
it
bro,
seemed like a
people are going through
short
that bitch and not
game.
getting hit.
It seemed like a short game the way you can beat it like 3 times in one day. So
Here's the it's like Metroid. You can beat Metroid within an hour, right? It's about what you do to make that hour. Like, some people are skilled enough to do skips, some people aren't. Some people understand how to do certain things to get it there. That's the reason I like the game. It's a Metroidvania game. Only it requires a bit more talent of understanding, okay, I'm in a three dimensional environment, and that means I gotta shoot motherfuckers. If I don't understand this, then I'm gonna get hit and I'm getting fucking smacked. Simple.
I personally skipped it. It looks like a good game. I skipped that and Nier. If I didn't have to, I would have skipped Village too. But I have to play it. So
Why do you have to play Village?
I'm under obligation from another video game developer, and I can't really disclose that.
Okay, he can't. Hey, listen, he can't disclose the information I asked. I fucked up. My bad, Hardhead. I didn't know you was like that.
Just know it's another developer who has a horror franchise just as big as Resident Evil, and they want people's opinion on RE8 before they put out their game.
I think I know, but I'm.
They already announced their new game a while back at one of the E3s or one of the Game Awards. I forgot which one it was.
Oh, so it's not what I'm thinking. Okay, so I shouldn't be speaking now. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm over here about this. I like.
But yeah, I'm just doing this so I can get a copy. It takes two.
Oh, that's reasonable. Haven't played it yet. Too busy playing Near Replicant, but I got the next weeks. Also, I'll be on it nonstop. Fuck DMV. Talking about we live, we live. I appreciate that DMV, but still, fuck you on site. That's my guy though. Fuck him though.
I do like games that give me a challenge though, because we haven't had that
We ain't
since
no pussies.
the old days. Kind of came. I remember growing up as a baby or as a kid, and looking back, I've watched videos of games that could have been beaten an hour, but I remember spending weeks playing on my damn self because I was just a kid and I didn't even understand mechanics of video games. So to tell me there's niggas out here with common sense that are struggling with Returnal is just blasphemous to me. But hey,
listen, this ain't no regular podcast, y'all. I told Hardhead, and he can attest to this. He can screenshot and share it. I said, fuck it, off the dome. That's what we doing. Fucking Game Pass isn't profitable. I don't know why anybody thought it was. Did people actually think that?
No, it was known, but the Xbots like to believe that it's the future of gaming. So
yes. I ain't gonna say I made it.
Look at every other subscription service. I think the only one I can think of off the top of my head that is actually profitable is Funimation. Because even Funimation, they kind of like cut back when when they acquire stuff or when they got original dub content. Because they got like all the same people in house working on all their dubs.
That I need along. Yeah.
But you see Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, all of them, they in debt. Like,
I don't know what Disney Plus probably. If I had to assume, and this is a very broad assumption, if by some means somehow Disney Plus isn't in the red, I'll be surprised because there's no way in hell they should be in the black already. That makes no sense to me personally. Because like think about it, it's like they had fucking WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, but it's like when I look at that, I'm like, cool, that came out, but I don't think that 2 shows would put you in the black just like that. Like I don't think that fucking Mandalorian would put you in the black just like that. Like I find it hard to believe if you get like, you know what I mean? Like it seems hard to fathom on the level. Also, Nintendo Switch has sold 84.5 million worldwide. I almost said that.
High.
What?
Talking to Jay, if you want a French fry, but they hot.
Get that baby a French fry. What's wrong? Supposed to be Father of the Year,
Too hot.
Hardhead.
Can't even hold it.
Hold on. Speaking of Father of the Year, what you doing for Mother's Day?
Gonna get some crabs and stuff. Go to the park maybe, but that sounds like bad ideas. So I don't know.
And listen, just pamping my sister, dog. I won't have to come up.
I mean, times are different right now, so it's not that easy.
Understandable. Sony facing lawsuit over PlayStation. What is? I saw this and I didn't read it. This is one of the few things I didn't read. So why are people suing over exclusivity?
Not that. It's that you remember they
I
announced
just
that
read it.
they
I just
were
read it.
pulling games from other digital markets.
Oh yeah, with the codes. Yeah, I just read it. More like skimmed it and I automatically understood. And they said monopoly, like, bruh, like they're.
Well, it is a monopoly.
I mean, it's their store though. Like, so it's like you don't have to release on their storefront if you don't want to. It's just like,
But yeah, it's to the point now where the only people who have codes to games are the actual developers.
which is like, but my thing is Sony can flip that and say we don't want gray markets having our keys.
I mean, it is what happened, but at the same time, it was like with legit people. I don't know what the maybe it was losing them money. Maybe it was costing them too much to do. I don't know. Maybe they wanted a bigger cut from people like Amazon and Humble Bundles, but couldn't get it.
They told Amazon, "Listen, give us our cut." Amazon said, "Ha
It's too hot, Jay.
Tom Clancy, The Division got another game coming. It's free to play or some shit. They got a movie, not a movie, but a TV show coming. A novel. I read the novel.
Game, a TV show, and a mobile game.
Mobile game can kiss my ass. New content I'm down for. Heartland I'm down for. Netflix cool. Novel I'm gonna read it. I'm like can't tell me no to a novel. I'll read a novel, baby. That's me for that. I like to read. Game Pass praise has gotten so obnoxious lately. Like you, DMV? Yeah, like, we get it, best deal in gaming, yada, yada. Yeah, I agree with that statement, but fuck you, DMV. I'm gonna pull up
Yeah, it's kind of stupid to get on Twitter now because I can't even talk about how PC Game Pass is just horrible as a service.
I actually looked at it last night. I don't know why. I just looked at it. I was like, why would anybody subscribe to this? Fuck. There was a
lot of things wrong with PC Game Pass. Biggest problem is them raising the price for absolutely no reason. But hey,
can't have PC players have a one up over the Xbox players. It's crazy.
PC dudes stupid sometimes too, though.
Actually. Remember it, Resident Evil 8, aka Resident Evil Village, drops today. Go purchase it if you don't. Support good old Capcom.
I don't know, though. I want to play it first before I tell people to go buy it because when I heard that they toned down the horror aspects because little pussies was out here too scared.
No. Hardhead. What have I been saying? People, they didn't play Resident Evil 0. They didn't play. Well, 0 came after 1. Came way after 1, but I'm just saying. I'm just
saying. PS2 games used to actually have people scared, dog.
No, but Hardhead. What did I tell people? Most people started with what Resident Evil was their first one.
4.
So they pre-based everything on all Resident Evil should be like what?
4. And that's why I don't like people. Most people's main reason for not liking the game is just because it's in first person.
Like Resident Evil 7 was better because it was in first person. It was the closest thing you got to it being survival horror again. But the moment
that game was in third person, it would not have been good.
I agree with that. But the problem is, then they dropped 2 and 3 remake. 2 remake being good, 3 being made. I personally think is good, but other people don't. That's hey, I can't hold nobody. But when I talk about RE4, everybody want to jump down my throat. Too bad, motherfuckers. I could write a dissertation on why that game is fucking ass. Okay, dipshits. What up, Gian?
Like, I haven't played 3, so I wouldn't know.
No, I played the original 3 and the remake. I cannot, in my mind, I cannot fathom how somebody can tell me that somehow, some way, Resident Evil 4 is Resident Evil 4 is not even a survival horror game at that point. It's not. Like Hardhead, I'm about to ask you a legit question. If you know in the back of your mind you can purchase a rocket launcher at any given moment, are you really terrified of anything?
Depending on what that rocket launcher do.
One hit kills anything.
Like if you give me a rocket launcher in Resident Evil 2 remake, I know it's not doing nothing, so it ain't gonna change nothing.
Oh,
But
Resident Evil 2? Resident Evil 2 remake, it do so.
you're gonna be like, you just shot me with a rocket? That's funny.
Well, remember that it pretty much puts him down, and he's just like, well, fuck.
Put him on a knee.
Yeah, he got a second knee like Colin Kaepernick, right quick. You for Mr. X for the brothers.
You still need to play RE3 remake and RE7, Gian.
I would say play 7. You can skip 3, and I like 3. It's like I like 3 because I like the original 3, but if you skip it, you're not missing a lot. It's just RE2 with a better Mr. X, in my opinion, but that's just me. Mass Effect Deluxe Edition content is out for free, by the way, if you want that.
Yeah.
We're probably not getting Mass Effect.
I'm getting it, but
I never really played them, so I don't care. And she says she already beat them all, so she don't care.
I'm getting them. The only reason I really want to get them is because of how they're doing Mass Effect 1 to bring it more in line with 2 and 3. So. Oh boy, you want to see some crazy shit, Hardhead?
What happened?
You know Tony Polanco?
What happened now?
Bro, like the site I'm using right now, they said opinion piece. Halo needs a God of War 2018 style shakeup to be relevant again. You know what's crazy? I don't disagree with that statement.
Hold on, Sentry. I can't hear you.
You good? Detour, don't nobody want to hear hard-headed.
Oh my god, this timer won't stop.
What's wrong with it?
Oh my god. Okay, now I can hear you.
So Tony Polanco said Halo needs a God of War 2018 style shakeup to be relevant again. I don't disagree with this.
They don't have the talent to even do something like that.
I wouldn't say the talent. It's not a talent issue. They can get talent. It's more of a fan base issue.
No.
Yeah, yes.
People would be happy with anything at this point.
No, I'm talking about in particular Halo fans.
Call of Duty, paint the word Halo on it, put Master Chief in it, and they will be happy with it.
I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with that. There is a group of Halo fans that abhor anything that's Call of Duty-esque in Halo. That means if it has sprint in it, they don't like it. If it has anything that requires jumping or mantling, they hate this shit. They can't stand it. Well, I've met these people. I've had conversations with them. They cannot handle Halo being anything outside of just classic Halo 1, 2, or 3.
That's too bad for them because Microsoft don't care. The majority of people was happy with anything at this point.
Here's my
thing. They fine with Craig.
They fine with Craig. Oh no, not Craig. Like, bro, I'm like, either way I see it, I think that ultimately Halo needs, first and foremost, the fan base needs to accept that there's an actual story outside of the games and that most of them have the fucking IQ level of a fucking child. I'm sorry. If y'all like Halo, listen, I rock with y'all, but like, listen, some of y'all ain't smart.
Oh, man. I mean, that's any game, vets. Like, people hate Cold War right now. There's a lot of people who don't like Gears right now.
Oh man.
But at the same time, some of those changes do be bad.
It just depends. I just don't find Gears interesting to play anymore.
Like I think Apex is heavy-handed with their patches, like real heavy-handed.
I mean, these are the same people that, well, some of the same people that made MW2. So imagine me being or something.
Oh, they suck that balance in the game anyway. Then
Oh, bro, you know how much smoke I get from people that like MW2. These people would sit and tell me that was the best Call of Duty, but it had the most unbalanced gun set in all of the games. Meanwhile,
it wasn't no fun though.
yeah, you can say it's fun, but don't try to tell me it was a balanced game. Please don't lie like that.
Redhood hooked on REA. Is that what he playing right now? Is
Are he on the
that why he not
REA?
here?
REA correct? Man, listen, I don't care if they here or not. I'm gonna come through, do some shit. If they nobody show up, nobody show up. But I did it. Fuck. China 10 citizens talk with the U.S. government to keep their investment in Riot and Epic Games. So, because apparently the government's like, y'all might have to divest pussy. Also, Activision Blizzard has lost 29% of its active player base in 3 years. Be like that. 3 more people left Google to
when you think about it, like what's their player base? Overwatch. Overwatch only stays relevant if there's controversy.
Overwatch, COD, Crash. You got to count the Tony Hawk game in that. Wow.
What's the
MMO? Wow. World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. I mean, yeah, they just ain't been making good decisions.
I mean, they haven't made good decisions in years. The only thing that's doing really well is Warzone. Apparently, Activision wants all their franchises to be like Call of Duty, and I'm like, that's not smart.
If it makes them money, they don't care.
I mean, listen, the CEO's on the board of Coca-Cola, so you think they really care? Ooh.
Yeah. Modern Warfare 2, I don't know. I just had a problem with hackers. It was the only game you can get any gun and still have fun.
EA bought a baseball development studio, so yes, on that.
They bought the only other studio that has an MLB license. Most people don't even know that.
Yep. So I guess they're gonna try to make an MLB game soon, which will be shit.
Yeah, most people still think MLB The Show is the only game that has a license, but it's not. Super Mario Baseball is the other franchise. And who knows? Maybe they'll make a good enough game to where PlayStation loses their thing.
Composers.
Who is making the worst decision ever?
Who?
Yakuza.
Wait, what you call it?
The main Yakuza games are going to be turn-based from now on. So I'm probably not going to play 7. But if you still want action, you got to play the Judgment game.
Yeah,
so my Yakuza run will be ending at Yakuza 6, which is fine.
Plus, I got a bookmark article to read. It's about video game composing. Nintendo specifically bars Japanese partners from working with the Yakuza. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was news too.
I
mean, I'm pretty sure the Yakuza had their hands in something going on with gaming out there. It's too much.
They doing the most. Hey, listen, Yakuza, if y'all hear this, listen. Much love, much respect.
Oh, not to mention, Judgment got announced a sequel today.
Yeah, Judgment was really good. I don't like the RPG elements. Not that it's bad, I just don't like it.
I just
Activision
hate
plans to hire 2,000 new developers over the next year, which I say, okay.
I hate that the age of Yakuza games that made me like Yakuza is over.
But like,
I know maybe I like 7, but I know my main issue is always gonna be combat. I'm tired of turn-based games. I got enough turn-based games.
give me some
Yeah,
action.
and every turn-based game has some kind of stupid pacing issue, and it's different for each one. That's why I never will beat Octopath.
It'd be like that.
And Temtem has ridiculous ways of difficulty because it's a turn-based game. Temtem is a bad game. I'll beat it. But yeah, shout out to turn-based Yakuza. Y'all can have that.
Listen, bro. Like I said, we just here so we don't get fined. Got any smoke for anybody? Anybody bother me?
No, not that I know of. I don't know anything else that happened this week.
Listen, yo, me and Hardhead, listen, we chilling, man. Up. We ain't out here.
What are you playing, Sentry?
But am I playing? I've been playing Control. Doing it.
Now you gave up on Apex already?
No, I just haven't been playing it. It's not giving up. Like, you know how I am about games. I'll take a break for a week and get right back on it. Like, I ain't listening. The only game I've like dropped is Old Republic, and that's because I hit cap, and I'm just like, I feel like playing it right
Man, about to be a 15-minute podcast.
now. I mean, 20.
That's how long it took to flood your house detour when the rain came.
Whoa, whoa, okay. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Shout out to detour, though.
Now, if Detour give you heat back, don't say you didn't say nothing to him. New Borderlands games for y'all who care. I don't. Fuck that.
You sure it's not on the floor?
One on the floor.
Sid, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
She said thank you.
Yeah, I heard the show. Always spoke. Epic Games paid 46 exclusively sell Borderlands.
I can't think of nothing.
That's misleading. That's misleading though. Don't. I think there's more to.
Nintendo announced their own Dreams type game, but you can only make you can't go to the same depth as Dream. So this means that now Epic, PlayStation, and Nintendo all have a Dreams type game. I don't know about Xbox. I don't think Xbox has anything like that.
They did. It's called Spark. Remember they had Conquer in it.
That shit failed.
That shit. Wow. Discord got a partnership with PlayStation, to which everybody was upset for some reason. I get it.
Who?
Remember when folks were upset like 4 days ago?
I'm saying, who got a partnership with PlayStation?
Discord.
Oh, I mean, we don't know exactly what it entails. That's the problem. They was real broad about the terms that they use. But at the same time, we got to look at, the history of both of them. Like the fact that PlayStation made it clear in the statement that they was trying to do something on the console side. In the last consoles, other than the PS4, that's the PSP, the Vita, and the PS3, all had access to Skype. I wouldn't be surprised if they somehow work the actual Discord onto the PS5.
As long as we don't gotta use shit voice chat.
Separate from the PSN voice chat, even though it shouldn't. But yeah, I could definitely see that. Damn, that'd be crazy.
To the Moon, GameStop is opening an East Coast fulfillment center. To which I say, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, a lot of people doubt that it has anything to do with the PS5 or that they're going to do anything on the PS5, but I think they made that much clear. We just don't know exactly what it'll be. But seeing how they put stuff like Skype on the PS4 before, I mean the PS3, PSP, and the PS Vita, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes. It would shock the world. Niggas gonna be salty too, because it would only be on PS5. Let's not.
Stalker 2 is probably coming to the PS5 after fact. Saints Row Remastered. But Saints Row after 2 is that. I fuck with Saints Row 3, but I don't think it's a relatively good Saints Row game. It's a decent game to have fun.
It's real good on first playthrough. It's not something we're playing like the old games. I could
Like,
play
bro, Saints Row 2
2.
like had an engaging story where it's like, yo, I lead this game. Like, I got my goons out here on these streets. We clapping. I used to pull up 40 deep on some Baron Samedi motherfuckers, and I used to clap. Like, will I go outside in real life and put on a purple flag and say, "This is my set"? Fuck no, baby.
All right, Sentry. Man,
You think I'm getting big in real life? You got me fucked up.
I don't even think Saints Row 3 had online, didn't it?
It did. It had co-op, but no actual other multiplayer. I think the first one had like.
It had a beta. I remember a beta for multiplayer for 3, but I don't think it ever came out.
The beta was like the fucking creation shit, if I recall.
Nah, it was PvP. I remember it. I remember being on top of this stupid building, and you was kind of locked off though. But it wasn't nothing like Saints Row 2 PvP, which I never really got the hang of. I did play a lot of co-op, but I never figured out what the hell we were supposed to do in PvP. Because all we did was sit in the gym and throw basketballs at
You
each
saw what
other.
Vitor said, right? That was petty as hell. Burke, he said, Vitor said Katrina gave you a convertible house.
Oh man,
That's petty.
tried the detour.
Vitor really ain't shit for that. People still play Saints Row. Yes, Gian, people still play Saints Row. What do you mean?
Apparently Minecraft Dungeons just got cloud saves the other day. I didn't even know they fixed crossplay. A bunch of Xbots was mad at me for not knowing that their crossplay wasn't broken anymore. So if anybody wanted to jump back into Minecraft Dungeons,
Oh,
I guess
that's
it's
your boy
the time.
Hardhead. Yeah. We made
Oh, and the Humble Bundle stuff. Man, that was horrible.
What happened?
Humble Bundle got flack from the audience, really from everybody, from all angles, because earlier last week, if you ever bought something from Humble Bundle, or bought a bundle without just rushing through checkout, you notice that there's an option to decide how much Humble Bundle gets and how much charity gets, and sometimes that can affect how much you pay too. So Humble Bundle disabled that slider on top of making sure that they get more than they usually would from you buying a game than charity. So they cut the amount. I think it was like by half, but they cut the amount that charity would get and increased the amount that they got, and then disabled the slider so you couldn't change that. And they waited till they got flack from everybody to fix it.
Is the Humble Bundle little membership thing worth it?
Is the Humble Bundle membership worth it?
Yes.
Not lately. It hasn't been for a while.
I saw Cooks Are Delicious.
You don't play games on PC.
Ooh.
I do.
Okay, baby.
I've been playing on PC.
Okay, baby.
On that note, I think I should get out of here for a heart. Y'all talk about the shit. I don't give a fuck about that game, John. We ain't talking about that dog. Avengers MCU skin for Black Widow. I don't care. We're not talking.
They got an MCU skin for Black Widow.
The Avengers Endgame skin. Let me go look it up.
Wait, are you talking about Fortnite or what?
No, it's in the game.
Let me look up Marvel Avengers. Hold on.
I want to know what game.
What games y'all beat this year? Since Sim wants to know what games you beat this year.
What games I beat this year?
Yes.
Let's see. Control hasn't been beaten yet. Let's see. It's not many.
No way.
What?
That is MCU Black Widow. That's
You thought he was
crazy.
playing? Let's see. Red Dead,
Alright, Sentry don't play games.
Cold War 2, Wasteland 3 is in the process of being beaten again. I just gotta finish it. XCOM 2. I actually beat that last weekend.
That's
Half-Life
it?
2. No, I had to scroll. Half-Life 2 and Phantom Doctrine. That's it. I haven't been playing games. I'm not out here over here flexing like I beat this many games. I read more books than I beat games.
I've beat all the games I beat was like 100-hour games though.
I just want to point out that the only decent looking like MCU skin so far is probably the Kappa.
I beat Cyberpunk. I beat Yakuza 0 and Kiwami. Bowser's Fury, the 3D Mario World DLC. Haven't actually beat 3D Mario World. Persona 5, not the Royal version. Monster Jam Steel Titans 2. I was supposed to write a review for that. And Outriders. That's all I beat so far. The last game I beat was the beginning of April. I'm trying to beat Tim. I have to beat Village. Huh? That was in 2020 though. I beat Miles Morales last year. I beat a lot of games at the end of 2020.
I beat everything.
Gian, I didn't buy Red Dead. Let's just get that clear. I didn't buy Red Dead. Somebody gave me Red Dead and I played it.
I gotta go back and finish Wreckfest. I'm about to finish a Kingdom Hearts game.
Trash.
That last one just blew my mind. A Kingdom Hearts game, Hardhead finisher one. Oh my god!
Man,
I
gotta
need to go back and play
Strikers.
Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 right now. Jesus.
I gotta finish Strikers, and that's pretty much it for me right now. I was playing Cooking Mama, but that game long as hell.
I will say, a brother did read about 4 books this year so far, so I'm doing good on that. Look a month.
It's like 50 recipes per dining type. So you gotta cook 150 different recipes.
Oh, see?
Going to
Bro, when they dropping Overcooked 3? Fuck all the dumb shit.
Stuff, dude.
When is Overcooked 3 dropping?
We just got the remake. The last 2 games.
I want Overcooked 3. I want to see Jack Ellison.
But yeah, after that, I'm probably gonna catch up on Yakuza, finish the Kingdom Hearts series, and then play the 3 Ubisoft games that came out last year.
Ubisoft.
After that, I don't know what I'm playing. I'm probably still not gonna play Horizon. That shit trash.
They don't fuck with Horizon Zero Dawn?
Horizon trash.
Don't vote with them. God bless. That's reasonable.
Gian said I'm about to be Yakuza 3 games in 1 year low. Be Yakuza 4 and 5 this year. I'm about 70% done with 6.
Oh man, the real question did Gian get his ass beat by them New Japan wrestlers and motherfuckers? That's the real question.
I like how Sentry trying to avoid the fact that he played Red Dead. That's crazy.
I'm not. I did. I beat it. I don't think it's spectacular. I think it's alright at best. I didn't buy it.
I'm mad all these series that
Oh, did you
you.
think I bought that with my money? Hell no. I told you I wouldn't.
I'm glad I learned my lesson letting you people hype up series with games like Horizon, Persona, Red Dead. What's another one that got a sequel?
Persona's good. Fall back, bitch. Bitch.
I like Persona 5, but these toxic little fanboys get mad at me for not buying Royal. I shouldn't have to spend $30 to get 15 hours worth of more gameplay and a bunch of quality of life options that should have been in the first game. That's the same thing they do with Pokemon every year.
Well, listen, Chief. It's Japan. You think I want to do it? I don't. I just adapt to the situation and say, listen, here my 30. I'm gonna move on with my day. I don't.
Oh, Fallout. That's the one y'all really got me with.
Who
Fucking
got you a Fallout?
people wanted me to play Fallout 4 so bad. It was like, man,
Fallout 4?
Vegas is fire. Fallout 4 about to blow it out the water.
If someone
Fallout
said
4.
that about New Vegas, I understand. 4? 4? Who the fuck told you this? Who the fuck?
You gonna miss out if you don't get Fallout 4.
Nobody missed shit by not buying Fallout 4. In fact, you probably should have skipped it. The game was trash.
Yeah, you happy? You just want to jump on me, whatever.
Detour said it is worth it. I'm guessing he's saying in terms to Persona, I hope.
He's talking about Royal.
I would agree with that.
I believe y'all, but I'm not about to buy the game again after I just beat it. What I look like, Jack Move?
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna hold you. I think it's worth it. If you don't, that's reasonable.
I get it when it's like $20.
Who am I to tell you what to do with your money? Who am I? Nobody.
I get it when it's like $20.
Yeah, we listen. I told y'all we ain't had no topics list. We just going off the dome. Y'all found this enjoyable. Hey, listen, thank y'all for watching.
You know, the only series I let somebody hype me up into playing is Kingdom Hearts, and I actually enjoy the Kingdom Hearts game.
Hardhead was out here like, they really out here doing the most in here. Also, why this kid got big feet?
I think Blaze is the only person in this community so far that's allowed to give fair suggestions. Some niggas just be out here suggesting the shit they like. Blazer will pay attention to what you play and suggest what you like. It'd be like, hey dog, you gonna like this shit here. You gotta play it, dog. You gotta play it.
Blazer was also the most hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3, so God bless.
Yeah, and he'll shit on that game to the end of his life, dog.
God bless Blazer, man. He was really hoping that game was gonna be good, and I'm just like,
Who put you on the Yakuza? That was Willie.
Well, he did, and Hardhead resisted that shit. I remember that. Hardhead resisted heavy. He did not want it.
I tried it, but you
didn't want to do it at first. Tell the truth, shame the devil, bro.
The intro to Yakuza games is very tedious. It's like, if you can force your way through that, then you be good. Plus, you have to actually play the side mission. I found that out on my own because I actually had nothing else to do. Jay was still young, so I had time to just sit back and do nothing but play an RPG like an RPG is meant to be played. That's why I'm so upset that Yakuza is not going to be Yakuza anymore.
I don't like turn-based games.
Now you heard Sin. Sin actually likes Yakuza. She probably not gonna play through all the side missions, but she actually likes Yakuza. You know what? That's what got me to actually play Yakuza. Looking back, Sin was sitting over here playing it, and I'd just be in the bed watching her play, and I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and start this game. Give it a one last try, because that's what I gotta do with some games. Some games you gotta try it 3 times before it actually click for you. I tried Horizon 5 times. That shit trash. Just putting that out there. But yeah, sometimes you know that's how it be sometimes, dog. I'm on chapter 10 on Yakuza 7 and it's nothing special. That's what I love to hear. Didn't I hop you on? Nah, I bought Yakuza 0 day 1, Gian. That's how long I've had this game. I've had Yakuza 0 day 1 and they gave us Kiwami on PlayStation Plus. So that's how long I've been avoiding Yakuza.
Not everything is for everybody. We know DMV. That's why we don't fuck with you, pussy. I mean, nah, DMV don't. I come at DMV crazy.
What's LAD, Gian? Oh, the Yakuza 7, like a dragon. Not everything for everybody. Like I said, it's just the fact that it's turn-based, dog.
It like I prefer the action style of Yakuza because that's actually interesting and fun. But it's like it's not that it's bad. It's just I don't.
It's just I know what I like.
It's like I
I'm
came
not
to Yakuza for this.
turn-based probably is good, but
Now, you
I
know-
don't need another turn-based game in my life. I'll go buy Persona Royal if I want to play another turn-based game right now.
Now, but Hardhead, you get what I mean though. I came to Yakuza for this particular style of gameplay. I didn't.
Yeah,
Like, and it's not to say that that gameplay is bad. It's actually quite good. I just don't want it in Yakuza.
what probably happened was Yakuza 7 sold better than the rest of the games, mainly because it was on Xbox exclusively for like 6
No,
months.
it wasn't even that. It's because everybody started playing Yakuza recently, so now it has a new audience to it, and it's like,
Oh yeah, most people wasn't even hip to Yakuza for a while.
no, people didn't play Yakuza until like 5.
And we definitely had to force Chris to play Yakuza.
But all right, you get what I mean. It's like some people don't glow up until later. Some people come out popping since day one, and then they peter off later. Some people don't get popping day one. Some people got to go through it, and then they start popping later. Persona and Yakuza are like the quintessential example of that. Like Persona didn't really start popping until 4. Fuck Persona 4.
Yeah, Call of Duty didn't pop off till 4.
Well, you
Call
can
of
argue
Duty 3 was a good game. Call of Duty 3 was a
You
good
can
game. I
argue
had
2. You can argue 2 popped off, but
I had 2, but I couldn't really click with it. SOCOM is another game that took a minute to pop off.
it took 2 games in reality.
What else? Metal Gear didn't really click for people till 3. I'm gonna be honest.
It took.
Solid.
You have to
solid.
You have to think about it this way. Metal Gear. Most people didn't know there was a Metal Gear 1 and 2 until they were told.
Metal Gear didn't pop up till Solid though, because it was 2 games before Solid, right?
Yeah, Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, fucking Snake's Revenge or some shit. Let me go.
And you gotta remember, Yakuza 0 came out after,
way after the fact. Like fucking Resident Evil 0 came out way after the fact.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of games before 0, and then 0 comes out and it's the best game they made.
Never forget that there's a game called Metal Gear Survive and it's trash.
No.
No, it was okay. So it was Snake's Revenge and then Metal Gear Solid 2, Solid Snake. I said Solid Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake.
Can you stop that? That hurts. I might get into Cold Steel. Oh yeah, that's another one people jumping into late. They little cult following and people like Detour on Twitter. Oh man, y'all got that Cold Steel 4? I can't believe Cold Steel 4 coming. I'm gonna put it on there. That's just how it be sometimes, though.
Yeah, what am I about to do? Yeah, end the podcast. So me and Hardhead gonna get the fuck up out of here. Y'all can't say we didn't do an episode. We love y'all. Peace.